you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, 'cause you.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Sanaya. Welcome back to another video. Hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing great. I'm doing excellent. I am back and I'm better. Wink. Today's gonna be a good day, okay? Today's gonna be a good day. Today I want to talk about how to get out of survivor mode, and that's a big thing I want to talk about because I see a lot of people in survivor mode. I've been in survivor mode. I see the next person in survivor mode. I could meet someone today and I can just see that they're in survivor mode, you know, based off of how they are and what they're telling me, you know, the little information that they give me. I can just tell that they're in survival mode. And that's why I always say the saying is your flesh is designed to survive and your spirit is designed to thrive at your full potential, not be comfortable on what you're at in life, because when you do that, you're going to be depressed. You're going to feel like, oh, why is life so hard when life could be easy? Yes, there's going to be some tower moments in your life because not everything is all peaches and creams, okay? Things are going to happen, but at least you can take that to the chin and move forward, knowing that that happened and you can learn from it. Things just happen in life, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. That's just life. So it's like, at least you won't be dwelling on it, and when you know you're happy. You know, a lot of people are not happy in survival mode. I met this person when I was working with, he was in the kitchen and he had a car and he had a kid and he has a baby mother, but he's not really with his baby mother, but they stay in a house together. Ended up getting in a car accident, and I was just talking to him like, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna get it fixed? And he's like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that, because he's taking a bus now. You know, in my head, I'm just like, it makes more sense to get it fixed. But he was like, why would I get it fixed when I could just have money in my pocket? And I said, well, are you gonna be comfortable going on the bus? That's what you want to do? I told him, I'm just like, you can get money, or the money that you have, you just put it in to get it fixed so you can have somewhere to drive and get to your destination where you need to be to make more money. And he would just come in like, nah, I'm just going to use it for what I need, basically. Like, I'm not going to put no money towards it. And I'm like, it's probably only going to be like $1,400 to get it fixed. He's like, that's a lot. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, that's a lot, but that's really nothing compared to other cars that you gotta pay $1,000. When I got my car broken down, I made sure I paid that $1,400 to get that car fixed. You know, I just know that I wouldn't be comfortable in the predicament, me being on a bus, me taking Ubers, wasting more money when I can use that money to get it fixed, you know. So at that moment in my head, I'm just like, he's in survival mode now. He's just doing whatever to help him survive, knowing what he can make his situation better, but he choose not to because he's just comfortable or what happened or where he is right now. He's not doing anything to help him elevate in a way. I'm not saying like the car is going to elevate you, but you could find other jobs. You could move around more. You won't be wasting a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. But he was comfortable. He was like, I might just sell it. You think someone's going to want to buy that car off you when you know that car is broken down and you're not going to get it fixed? That's fucked up. So he's just like, yeah, you're right. Like, you know, I'm thinking about it. But in my head, I'm just like, I gave him that advice. He either could take it or leave it. But I just like, just get it fixed. You're like, $1,400, you can get that. You'll get it back. Just get somewhere where you have somewhere to move around, especially if you got a kid and this your only job, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just made sense. I mean, it's different if he didn't have it, you feel me? But even if he didn't have it, he could work his way up to get it and do that, you know. But in his head, he was already comfortable. It's not, getting it done. So I'm just like, and plus me, I was in survival mode. I was in survival mode for a long time. You could be in survival for a long time and you don't know. Like, how I was in survival mode is me not doing anything with my life, basically being comfortable with not applying to jobs, not having a plan for my future, not knowing what's the next move in my life to elevate me. And that's being in survival mode, just wondering, thinking for months, years, and still not making any progress or putting my foot in the door to elevate. And a lot of people are comfortable with that because they are comfortable with themselves and they don't want to face themselves. So I'm here to give y'all a couple tips on what can get you out of survival mode, because it's not going to be easy, but these are a few tips that can help you lead to getting out of survival mode, because no one want to be in survival for a long ass time. You have to take that risk on you. You got to start thriving, okay? Your flesh is telling you, oh, I got to be in survival mode, da da da. But your spirit is really telling you, I want to thrive. I want to be something big. I want to grow. I want to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh and your spirit is two different things, and you always should go with your spirit, what your soul wants, what your heart wants, not what you are settling for, because now you're just settling for whatever that's around you, and you don't want to do that. You gotta understand, our flesh been programmed ever since we were little on what we should consume, like what we hear about in school, what we see in school, what we see other people doing, what we eat, what we do, what we consume. That all consumes your flesh, and that's what it has programmed in your head. Okay, maybe that is acceptable because that's what I heard. That's what I heard the other person say, so I'm gonna believe it. I'm not gonna think outside the box and get my perspective on it. I'm gonna listen to the other person because shit, I don't got that time to keep thinking smart and being smart and figuring out things on my own. So I'm just gonna agree with the next person. Like, some of the things they tell us in school just be bullshit. That's why you'll see a lot of people in the world that's surpassing you, because they have a knowledge inside of them that they already know that a lot of people probably don't know, or they're taking the time on themselves and doing research. It could be research about food, it could be research about what you're consuming online, it could be about what they talk about in school, it could be anything. Because you gotta understand, say for instance for food, a lot of people want to eat fast food, a lot of people want to eat other people's food and all that stuff, but then the knowledge behind that, you gotta always have the knowledge behind that. When people are making your food at fast food places, you gotta understand, energy is really big. So you gotta understand, when they're cooking your food, they have an energy on them that you don't know. When they cooking it with their energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you might feel tired or weak, or you can't get up, or your stomach hurt, or you having headaches, because you don't know if that person's energy is clean. That's why home meal food hits best. You can't lie. A lot of people say when you make food at home, it hits, and it does. That's why I started eating food at home, and why I started eating healthy, the food that God creates, you know, because some of the stuff they tell us that is good, it's really not good. That's why you gotta do your research. That's why you gotta have the knowledge. That's why you gotta read ingredients to see what is what, because not everything is what it seems to be. Always try to go the healthier route, because a lot of people die, or a lot of people get sickness from eating fast food or eating certain foods that these companies are giving us. Don't let these companies, the society, the government trick you into thinking that something is healthy when it's not. Go natural. Grow your own fruit. Grow your own meat. I mean, what? Hold on. Not that. But go the healthier route. And when you do that, years later down the road, you'll see a big difference in your health, your body, your skin. Like, people that look young in age, but that's really high in age, I promise you, they started off young, eating healthy or working out. They started young, and that's why they look so young older, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? That's gonna be me. Clock that T. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be looking young. I'm gonna be looking like, damn. I'm gonna be looking like that. You know what I'm saying? People be like, huh? Your age what? How old are you? I'm gonna be like, isn't it rude to ask a grown woman what's her age? I can't wait to hit that line, the motherfuckers. Like, I can't. But y'all get the money. When you don't expand your mind, you're just telling yourself, this is all I can do. This is all I can do. This is all I'm gonna settle for because I don't have the help. No one's helping me. I used to be the same way. I didn't have parents that supported me. I didn't have parents that cared for me to want to help me elevate in life. Some people do and some people don't. I don't know why. That's how God created some people's life, for a reason, because they have a different path than you. But what I could say is I used to blame my parents for saying like, oh, I'm not this because of that. I'm this because of that. And some of it is true. But you have to get out of that mindset when you get older in age. You can't be grown as hell and still blaming people for why you're not expanding your life. If you know that these people can't help you, that should click in your head and be like, okay, since I don't got the help for them, I'm gonna help myself. I'm gonna let God take the lead. And that's when you surrender to God all your problems, all your emotions, all your anger, all of that. You surrender and let God lead you the way to expanding your mind to become something better in this life. Like, when you're in survival mode, you have no medium and long term for your future. You're basically just saying, I'm gonna stay here. And you don't want to do that, because that's not what your soul and your spirit wants you to. But you see a lot of people around you not progressing, so you're just like, okay, I'm gonna stay in a box with them. But never let yourself box yourself in the box, because that's the first mistake. No one's going to believe you unless you believe you. It all starts off with you. Everybody came here alone, everybody died alone. Same thing. Once you believe in yourself, everybody will. When you don't believe in yourself, nobody won't. In order for you to expand, you have to believe in yourself. You can't get your homeboy or your bestie hype you up like, yeah, you got this. Yes, it's good to have support, but that shouldn't be the reason on why you should move forward. That should be already within you. And if you don't, you have to build up the courage to have that within you. It's not easy. It takes time, but you got this. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. The first thing to get out of survival mode, you have to identify that you know that you're in survival mode. You might have been in survival mode for a couple months, years, years. Like, that's when you'll know that, damn, I'm in survival mode. And that's the first step for you to recognize. Because if you don't recognize you're in survival mode, then you wouldn't know what to do next. You know? You wouldn't know what's the first step to get out of survival mode. So you have to identify, like, am I in survival mode? What am I doing that I'm not wanting to do in life? What is keeping me in the box? You have to identify that within you first, before anything. Another one is find time, or 10 minutes, 30 minutes out of the day to try something new for yourself. You have a lot of backed up emotions and anger, so you might need to establish something in your daily life to ease your mind. It could be anything. So you can instantly give yourself some time to reprogram your nervous system and just all above your mindset, your crown, everything, so it can refresh. You can have something to do every day to make you feel, okay, I did something a little different today. I feel good about myself. Like same thing, like when you get a new pair of shoes, you feel good about yourself. That's how it's gonna feel. Like, damn, I did something good today. I did something new today. I feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna feel. And that's gonna help you process your emotions and help you let them out, you know? And just take time alone. You don't have to do it with a group of people. You can do it by yourself. If you can't be alone, then that's another problem. That's another problem we gotta talk about. Let me know. Let me know. Take time out of the day and get to know yourself. It can be anything. Whether it can be taking a bath, having a cup of tea, going to the gym, doing yoga, exercise, arts and craft, drawing, coloring, anything out of the day that will ease your mind, or trying something new. You might not like it, but when you first start, you might say, that's not bad. You feel me? You might start to like it, but you won't never know until you give it a try. And that's what I had to learn too. Ask for help. It can be with anything. Say if you got children, you need help with children, financial problems, anything. Literally ask for help. Do not keep yourself boxed up and be like, oh, I got this alone. I only can do this by myself. No, there's a lot of help in this world. And in order for you to expand, you're gonna need help. You feel me? And there's a lot of people, because I was that type of person. I was like, I don't need no help. I don't think I need anybody help. But help goes a long way. We might think that we don't need help, but in reality, we need help. Everyone needs help. Just how when people say no one can find love, that's not true. That's what the world got y'all brainwashed to think, that no one's gonna find love. That's not true. Everyone has a person in this world. But you have to heal yourself in order to get the love that you want. A lot of people claim that they want healthy relationships, but y'all still be toxic. Even when y'all get the healthy relationship, y'all still be toxic. Always ask for help in anything. It could be anything. Even if you want to learn how to work out, ask for help. Book a trainer. There's people out in the world. We got Google. Search that motherfucker up. Trainer. Financial aid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you could do something out of your day if you need help. That's only if you need help. Especially if you're struggling to move forward. Definitely get help. And it's okay. It's okay. Stop trying to be tough and be like, oh, I don't need help. I can do this by myself. Da 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 da. Okay. Give you a couple months later, you can be like, damn, I wish I had help. I wish I would listen to my mind and said, go get some help. But you didn't. You moved too fast. Meditation helped me through my survival mode. And it's a really, really big thing, because meditating helps you with awareness. It helps you be aware of what's going on in the world, what's going on with you, relaxing your mind. You can get through things, you can process feelings and emotions, people's emotions, your emotions, and how people react with you. Because when you meditating, your mind is going at a slow pace for you to understand things. It's not going rapid. It's actually meeting the eye with you to understand what's going on in the world. And the only reason why I say that someone try to beef with you or trying to have a altercation with you, and they're not doing healing work, not doing any meditation, so obviously they're gonna be aggressive, mean, just saying stuff. But me, I take the time to heal and meditate. So with all that fire that is trying to come at me, what I can do is just ignore them, walk away, tell them about themselves and walk away, meaning stick up for myself and walk away. But I'm not shooting the same fire that they shooting. A lot of people get mad because they think that they're gonna get the same reaction that they're giving you, but in reality, no, because you meditate. You take care of your mind, your crown that God wants you to take care of. You're not jumping head first like I'm talking about hitting. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. So they're gonna be looking stupid, but oh well. Stupid people get stupid prizes. Claudette. And that's the one thing I like about meditation is like, it's not gonna have you thinking about the past, the future, then, now. They're not, no, it's not gonna do that. That's why meditation is good for the mind. It's gonna have you in the moment. And if you are thinking about future, you're thinking about good things that's gonna help you elevate in the future. Not no negativity and stuff like that, because when you dwell on that stuff, it keeps you backed up. Like, stuck, you know, and you don't want to be stuck for a long ass time dwelling on that bullshit. Heal and let it go. Let God. Just give to God. Surrender to God. That is something that you don't need to hold on to. A lot of people that's in survival mode, they think that, oh, they should stay inside and be in the bed and just be home. No, go out in nature. Embrace yourself. Embrace your energy. Okay, even if it's you're alone, go outside. You do not need to be inside. I used to do the same thing, and actually being inside, actually it makes your surviving mode a lot worse. It made me more depressed. It made me feel like I'm missing out. I'm not doing anything in my life because I'm just inside. Shit, you know where home is. Shit, home ain't fun. I want to go outside. I want to do something. It don't gotta be like, oh, I want to do something like crazy, all that stuff. No, go outside, go take a walk, touch some grass, do something that's gonna heal yourself. And that's healing. Going outside, because we need nature. You know what I'm saying? If nature wasn't here, shit, we wouldn't be here. I used to do that a lot though too, like go outside, take a walk when I feel like home is just boring or it's over stimulating me and like I'm having like thoughts or panicking. Like outside is a good place to just feel the breeze, see the birds, see the animals, you know what I'm saying? See what the animals got put out on this earth. It's actually nice. And that's why you need to go out in nature, because you can feel the air and you need that to get your mind to reprogram and let out any stress and emotions that's just been stuck up there. It could be for 10 minutes, 30 minutes a day, however you want. Just go outside. I promise you. It will be a difference. You will see a difference too. It is hard to be a trauma survivor. It is not going to take overnight. And that's why I want y'all to understand, it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time. But at least you're doing something than nothing. And don't look at other people's life and be like, oh, they surpassed me. They did this. No. That's still something that you need to heal within yourself. Because everybody's path is different. Everybody's timing is different. You can't do that. Do not look at other people's life and compare your life to it, because when you do that, that's when your low confidence go down. And that's why a lot of people walk around with low confidence, and that's why they want to beef with pretty girls, beef with handsome guys, want to just start something, just want to kill, steal, and destroy, because they're jealous because the stuff that that person have or what that person have in them, they don't have. And they could have that if they were to be good to themselves, but they don't want to be good to themselves because they lazy to work on themselves. But that has nothing to do with the people that actually are healed. We shouldn't be your prey. We shouldn't be your opponent to want to fight and do things too because of your trauma that you want to let go. You don't want to heal. You don't want to get through. That's not fair. It's not kind. So lock in, motherfucker. Lock in. Because what I tell people, the way how you treat people in the world is what you're going to get back. So you treat people like, oh, I'm going to get over on them, da da da. Okay, your time is coming. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to meet somebody just like you. Operating in survival mode, just a fear-based analogy. And what happens when you're in survival mode is either flight or fight kicks in for you. And usually a flight or fight kicks in is when danger is like near you or surrounding you. So if you're constantly living in an environment that is dangerous or somebody that is dangerous near you, there's a fear that kicks in that is surrounding you. And a lot of it is just a fear of unknown, of what can happen, what may happen, what if something don't happen, a fear of what you do not understand. When y'all had a trauma experience of something, PSD, and something comes back up, you just walk away and leave it like nothing happened. And we literally sweep it underneath the rug like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. Because it keeps us from not having to feel the scary feeling. But that's the thing, you have to face it. You have to face your trauma. You have to face what's ahead. You have to face what is in your face now. Because if you don't, you're always going to run away. And meaning you can run away from healing. You can run away from anybody, anything. And you will never get through it to get out of survival mode. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You got to get through the dark to get to the light. Think about it like that. That's what I got for you guys today. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification on, and stay tuned for the next video.